They're often the forgotten victims of a flood, animals left behind as families scramble to get out. Tonight, the locals rescuing livestock in some of the areas worst hit.
Neck deep in floodwater, doing everything they can.
These aren't even my horses. I'm out here risking my life for it.
Rescuing farm animals left to fend for themselves.
We've been working non-stop, it's been crazy.
Josh and his mates have been up all night.
Took the boat out last night to see what was actually the case out there and found all the animals pretty much underwater.
Today we're on board as they go back to check on the ones they physically couldn't take with them.
So you don't know what you're about to come into?
No idea. Hopefully we're going to drive in and see what we left last night, which is a heap of animals in water, but they're still okay, and a pony upstairs, but maybe it could be anything. Who knows?
It's a slow and bumpy ride in.
This is bigger than last year, yeah?
Yeah, it's about 1.5 meters higher than last year.
All week the water has been relatively still, but today the wind has really picked up, making it choppy out here. And that's making it so much harder for evacuations and for people just trying to help. So where would these animals normally be?
In the paddock here, locked in the paddock. There's all post and rail fences here.
The boys are relieved to see the animals still standing, but they know they're suffering.
These horses haven't had food in over a week now.
Are those animals going to be okay?
It'll be touch and go. It'll be touch and go.
Thomas raises horses for a living.
They've been in water as such over a week at least.
For someone who does what you do, I mean, that mustn't sit well.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't sit well at all.
The boys jump back in and get to work.
All right, good luck, mate.
Setting a table for a feast these livestock are desperate for. They need no encouragement.
The animals shouldn't be here. You know, the animals wouldn't be a problem if they'd evacuated them when they were told to.
If you want to have animals, like, you're responsible for them.
Upstairs, that little pony you saw being carried through the water. Look at him now.
Last night he was in a pretty bad way. He was soaking wet, hypothermic, so now he seems to have warmed up a little bit and he's dried completely. So I think he's going to stay alive up here, thank God.
This homestead is part of a wedding reception venue that sits on the banks of the Hawkesbury River.
When we arrived yesterday, there was chooks. There was about half a dozen chooks, a couple of roosters, a couple of guinea fowls, a couple of turkeys and a peacock. But we were in water yesterday up to here, and now today I can't stand up here. So
it's gone up.
If we hadn't got it yesterday, we wouldn't have got them out.
These volunteers have done all they can, but are struggling to get the resources they need to save the larger animals.
Thank you for calling RSPCA New South Wales.
Nobody is able to help.
Josh, what happens now?
I don't really know, to be honest. It's heartbreaking that the people with the resources are giving us the runaround. The only advice we get is do your best. Sorry, we can't help you, bring somebody else. We call the SES, they tell us to call the police. The police tell us to call the RSPCA, who tell us to call the SES again. So we're just going in circles and nobody's doing anything.
Until help arrives, at least these animals have Josh and his group of strangers to fight for them.
We've got people from everywhere, people who just want to help and do what they can. It's amazing what people are willing to do just to help each other.
Late this afternoon, the SES and a vet arrived to rescue those horses, which is underway as we go to air.